SCV kill. That SCV is down to 10 HP, and this drone is being so annoying right now, forcing another SCV off the line, and gets another one into the orange, so these will have to be repaired, or this drone will go in, become a ninja, and literally just start sniping SCVs off like that. Now, he will try to deny the supply depot. He doesn't try to supply the deny depot. He doesn't try to supply the deny depot. That's what happened. Reaper is about halfway done, and the orbital command is about finished. Now, the Zerg player did go 14 hatch, 15 pool, 16 pool, and these Reapers shouldn't do too much damage. He may be able to get a drone or two if he has good micro, but in all honesty, it's more for scouting and just knowing exactly what the Zerg player is doing, because he doesn't want to be 7 roach rushed or anything. That's no fun. And deafening silence as I take a drink of water, hoping that Pony might step in, but no, I shall continue the rant as he just, continues reading FunnerDuckEsports.com, because, that's what he's doing right now. 4 Zerglings are being produced. I think this is a good choice, because these will be able to hopefully push back the Reaper Man. They do not fear him. He didn't bring the pizza in 30 minutes or less, so, they're kind of mad at him, really. This Reaper being kind of annoying, but not being able to get any kills. Factory on the way, reactor on the way, second refinery on the way, command center on the way. Second Reaper just chilling at home because he forgot to properly rally it, I think. So yeah, 1 Reaper, he's out in the field. He's fighting hard for every single kill he can get, and the other Reaper, he's just chilling. You see, this is what's wrong with the Dominion today. For every man that works, another one is just sitting on his butt. You understand me? You feel me? You feel me? So Zerg player is getting a lot of early gas, I want to say. He's getting a 2 gas at the natural at the 5.5 minute mark. So I don't know Zerg timings, but I know that's early gas. Trust me on this. I'm a genius. So the command center is finishing up at the natural for our Terran player. Another factory going down. Buster Como, he is a fan of the Mighty Mech. It only signifies his ancient and flawless power. The Zerg will beat upon his metal body, and they will only be smashed by his sheer glory. That's what's going to happen. Trust me on this. Hellions are on the way. No third base yet for our Zerg player. It's about the time he should start thinking of taking one. There we go. Drone's moving on out to go to the natural. He's not going out to take an expansion. What's wrong with you? This singular Reaper still just chilling in front of the natural. Again, one just chilling at the... Where'd that Reaper go? Okay, actually one's with the Hellions, so... creep spread starting up for our Zerg player. Can this singular... Actually, I don't think a singular Reaper can 1v1 kill a creep tumor. I need to test that later. Infernal Pre-Igniter on the way for these Hellions. Now, it's not really that important for Hellions, because, when you have 15 Hellions, things are going to die horribly anyway. You cook it. Cook it. That pun was intentional. But it's really more for later in the game when they transform into... hold on. Let me elaborate on this. Transformers more than meets the eye. Transformers, because all Hellions are either Decepticons or Autobots, and there's actually a secret war waged between them, and you only see this in TVT. You remember that. Now this Reaper does try to kamikaze in, but he goes in and then goes out, and then he dies horribly. Now the hatchery is going down for a Zerg player around the 7-minute, 50-second mark, and Pony, you there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm just listening. You're doing so good.
Thank you. Take a quick look at the Harvester tab. It is 34-45. So Zerg player, he's slightly ahead, even with mules. He's been droning hard, and think of hard. He's getting that lair, Banging Nest, and 1-1, and his third all at the same time. So he doesn't have a lot of units out in the field. These Zerglings instantly get roasted horribly by Blue Flame Hellions, and now there are 10 Hellions. 10 Hellions coming into the natural, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Queens, but Hellions, they do this thing called a running by, and they just roast everything and line them up! Line up them drones! And lined up. Toasty drones. Now, Zerg player just lost most of his natural mineral life. Take a quick look at the Harvester's Lost tab. He lost 15 workers there. Now, 15 workers for about 10 Hellions isn't the best of trades, but the Terran player can afford it right now, in my opinion, because he does have that third CC on the way. Well, he Skips a lot of Hellions. I don't know if that was a good trade, but the Zerg player is now down to 41 drones. And I only say down to 41 drones because he's just in a massive pump of 10. So, yeah. Now, I don't think Buster is going for mech. He only just built that... Hold on, one sec. Turn off the units lost tab.
Yeah, he has a few barracks and a few factories, so I think he's going to be doing another timing shortly, from what it looks.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Widow Mines in... Well, if he's going for a timing, why did he just go double NG bait? Well, you're right. He will be going for a timing, but it won't be anytime soon. It'll probably take another 2 minutes. Exactly, because that's when his upgrades are finishing. So, third base is landing for Buster Como. He is expanding. He's an Imperial. He must claim land in honor and glory of the Dominion Empire in the name of the Team 2 Pro Alliance. Bless you, Como. Bless you. Combat Shield on the way for our Terran player. 1-1 starting. Plus 2-2 starting for our Zerg player. So Zerg player will be slightly ahead in upgrades. And by slightly, I mean entirely. Spire on the way. 2 more barracks finishing up for Buster Como. Moving in the mid-game, I really feel like Mandy Moore has an advantage, upgrade-wise.
Yeah, I'm going to give the advantage to Terran, 3cc, and somewhat close on worker count. You know that's never good as a Zerg.
Oh yeah, I completely agree with you, but actually that +2 armor was started really late by our Zerg, so I think you're absolutely right now. If Zerg player kept up with those upgrades, he would, I guess we could call it even, but right now you're absolutely right. He is behind. And the only thing that can keep him in this game, going into the late game, I feel, is taking another base and keeping up this marvelous creep spread. I mean, it's almost to the center of the map. He really needs to start spreading it more to the top and bottom and get a better Overlord spread. But overall, he looks solid, man. He looks solid. Or she looks solid. Or it looks solid. I don't care. You know, now I have this image of a female autonomous robot playing behind a computer. And that is Mandy Moore. So, Buster Como, being Korean, he can handle a computer. He beat Automaton 2000 in a 1v1. So, you know, it's going to be interesting to watch. Wait, hold on.
Right, well, it looks like he knows about the mutas, just to FYI.
Yeah, and I just realized something. He went 2 Spire. That second Spire I saw was actually way later. So he could have made Mutalisks for that entire time that second Spire was building. So he's actually going heavy into these Mutalisks, getting 1-1 for them. So, oh, this is interesting.
I don't think I've seen this from a Zerg.
Yeah. Right now, Buster is doing something questionable, but he is the mighty Korean master. So I'm not going to question him, but he's moving out onto creep. And what's the rule with creep? You don't go onto the creep. You just
Unless you got
don't.
Widowmine.
Well, actually, those Widowmines connected beautifully. So, Buster, again, why did I question the mighty Buster Como? He knows what he's doing. So
Yeah, now with Hots with Widowmines, going on the creep isn't as scary because you can just run to your Widowmines.
Glorious Widowmines. So, 2-2 on the way for our Terran player. 2-2 about done for our Zerg player. Lots of Mutalisks out in the field. I'm not going to count them right now because the big engagement is going on, and the Widowmines did not get the money connections. And Buster's actually doing a parade march across the map, but ooh, good Widowmine detonation. Very good. Excellent damage. But I feel like that was a great trade for Mandy Moore.
Yeah, that was a very good trade. He lost almost all but one medivac at the time.
Yeah, and those medivacs are what's really super important in this MU. So it's currently equal drone count to SCV. Zerg player is on 3 base, Terran player is on 3 base, but Zerg player is getting that 4th, and he's continuing that creep spread, as I said earlier. So very smart from our Zerg player. There's a changeling out on the creep. That makes no sense. He's a changeling. He should be out doing changeling things, like spying and picking other Marines' noses. I don't understand. 3 more barracks going on the way for our Terran player. Excellent choice. Getting the +1 vehicle upgrade, 2 medals at a time, 3 Widowmines at a time, getting that 4th base. He's going out onto the creep again. I don't like this. Even though he is the mighty Buster Como, we did see what happened when he ventured too far onto the creep, and will it happen again? The Widowmine? Oh, good. That was a good connection. That was a good connection.
Yeah, I'll have to agree.
And glorious water. I'm sipping on it because my throat is hoarse from all this talking.
Like we have a 16-minute hive timing for the Zerg, which is
Standard.
somewhat with a double Spire. That is kind of early though.
And Zerg player actually got a Corruptor. Why did he make a Corruptor? He made a Corruptor. Anyhow, a big engagement is going down out the south. Not a lot of Banelings here, but tons of Widow Mines, and that's what really matters. Zerg player losing a lot of Mutalisks, but he got so much stuff. He's doing the Zerg style of play. And he's just sniping the Widow Mines quite well right now. And although the Marines are trading, I want to say efficiently, just Mandy Moore has so much more stuff.
Yeah, but he has a Planetary Fortress and a 4th up right now. I think Buster
So does
is...
Zerg.
Yeah, but I'll give the advantage to Terran because they have good units. Marines are good, you know.
Meanwhile, making Maren is always a good choice. Just like going to ThunderDogEsports.com. So 3-3, starting up for our Terran player way before our Zerg player's 3-3. Terran player is just going to keep the pressure on, because I think you're right. With this timing he's kind of got, where he's equal in upgrades and going to have an upgrade lead shortly, this is a good time to try and clear out some of the creep. I like how he's putting his Marauders forward, you know, get some pot shots off on the Zerg. I feel like Zerg really needs to just spread out his army and get us around, because I see too many Zerg players just go in the glob fashion, and that lets Widow Mines just get glory shots on them. But if they would just spread it, and a bit more spread than that, but holy crap, I think. Yeah. But great engagement by our Zerg player on the creep. Buster, my friend, I know you are a great and magical warrior from the land of South Korea, but you can't keep trading like this, man. Take a look at the Eurus Lost tab. He's up by about 2,000 resources.
Yeah, I don't like... I think the main reason he is doing this is just to keep the Mutaharass off of his bases, but I'm not sure.
Well, if he's trying to do that, he needs to drop. He needs to draw the Mutalisks out of position. But you know what will be in position? Ultralisks. Because 3-3 and Adrenal Glands are starting up for a Zerg player. Big engagement at the south end. Not going to take it, though. Never 5th base going up for a Zerg player, and a good surround might come here, but no. He's just going to go home. The Zerg player, he's cautious, he's patient. He is the Swarm incarnate. He waits and waits for his glorious moment to pounce! And pounce he does, but he wastes all the Banelings on Marauders, but that's okay. Because he got a ton of 2-2 metas. And that's fine. So he just wiped up Buster Como's army again, as he's making 2 Ultralisks and 18 Zerglings. And it's kind of difficult to deal with as a Terran player. Mutalisk, Ultralisk, Zergling, Baneling, because that's a pretty money composition in my opinion. Now, Buster is on 4 base, but Zerg is on 5 base, with this 5th one finishing up, of course. And 5 base times 2, that's 10 Vespene Geysers. That's a lot of gas. Chili beans don't give you that much gas. And, oh my, I'm remembering relatives' places in Texas.
And you got 4 starports getting thrown down by Buster Como.
So, maybe he thinks it's a Broodlord transition with the Ultralisks out in the field. I mean, Ultralisks are out in the field, so obviously he's transferring into Broodlords. That is the, you just keep making Ultralisks. That means there's Broodlords on the field, yes. Good trade by Mandy Moore. The Widow Mines do not get money connections on the Banelings, but the Banelings, they get money connections on the Marines and Marauders, but... Mandy Moore, why'd you go off the creep? Just gotta keep fighting on that creep. And hold on, looks like Buster, is he going? Is he going?
Raven.
It's Raven. He is going Raven. I love you, Buster. He's so smart. He is the smartest Terran player. He has a huge bank of gas, not a lot of minerals. It makes perfect sense. Going into Raven. I mean, the only thing that would make more sense is, Pony. You know, what's my favorite air unit in the game as a Terran player? What is it?
Raven, maybe.
No, it's higher up on the tech tree, come on. And, by the way, 5th base just got horribly mauled. Yes, Battle Cruiser, he needs Battle Cruiser. Just trust me. At any point in the game, in any MU, if you make Battle Cruiser, it's a good decision. Just trust me on this. Now...
I'm gonna have to disagree with that.
What did we say about differentiating opinions?
Oh, we're not allowed to do such things?
Exactly. So, big engagement here at the third of Buster. His fifth did get sniped by a huge Ultra Mutaforce, although Mandy did lose a lot of stuff doing that. But this is a very scary M&M force with a ton of Widow